Hey everyone, welcome back to another video. Today I'm back at it here with recruits, but in this case I don't have evil recruits. Instead I'm opting for the evil hunter because it's just an absolutely amazing card. And I also have the evil bomber because it's just another great opportunity for you to, chip out your opponent from your side of the map. So it just works out all in all really well. Bomber is going to get tanked for by the recruits. And that's going to be so much value right there. And our opponent has to drop so much. The recruits even get on tower. Just absolutely amazing stuff. I'm going to go after it right now. Hopefully he doesn't have like a mini P.E.K.K.A. or something quick to just, be able to defend. It looks like it could be 3 Musketeers. But he's got the archers and I am just not too sure yet. Could also be Expo, so I got to be careful of that. I'm going to go bomber here. There was an Expo Psycho deck that was going around for a while, so it might be that, but the reason why I'm opting to not go with the recruits is just because, sometimes it's just not worth it, and you'd rather have the defensive capabilities of a snare from the hunter, or even the, extra chip damage from your side of the map from the bomber. So we're going to go recruits here, see what he's got for us. If he's got 3 Musketeers, we can definitely go get after it. We'll go Hunter here. And with the E-Spirit here, I'm going to go for the arrows. Take out the evil archers at least. That's pretty good value. He hasn't really shown a great way to be able to defend this. I'm going to go for Goblin Giant. I do have the evil bomber, so I'm just going to use that right now. That's going to help clean up the goblins, and we get 1 splash hit from the evil bomber there, and we get another one on top of the knight. Really nice stuff. Now it's just a matter of defending. So I think it's Expo, if I had to guess. Yeah, and there's that Expo that I was talking about. Let's go recruits here. I'm gonna go barbell right on that. I'm gonna go for arrows here. That should clip the archers as well as that Expo. So all in all, pretty solid. Gonna go E-Spirit here. Just gonna let that lock on. And I'll go with the bomber afterwards, help clean it up. Sometimes you're gonna have to know when to take some damage. And that's one of those scenarios there. Let's go with the barbell, take that out. Go arrows as well. And I think I could probably do this here. Should be able to take out those archers. Really nice there. Yeah, the Expo's gonna lock on and all, but it's not gonna be that bad. And all we have to do here is hang on. So I'm just gonna wait out here for a second. Then I'm gonna go and lightning this. This should be worth it. Yeah, the Expo is just gonna get taken out more or less. Then I'll go bomber here. Oh my gosh, that's so much value here, guys. Just so much value. And then hunter here is gonna be great. Barbell right on top. And this should be pretty much game. And he gave up his goblins, and we're going to lighten that for the win. Good game, well played, really solid stuff. Let's get on to another one. All right, next match here. Keeping things going. And starting out with bombers, always great. It's 2 elixir. And basically, you don't have to worry about too much. You have a lot of options for defense in terms of defending against swarm. You have barbell, you have arrows. So all in all, just really solid options. I'm just going to go ahead and lightning this, which seems wild, but I'm going to take out the hunter and the monk, and we get right on top of tower, and we get a few spear goblin throws as well. So all in all, pretty aggressive, but we got 1,200 points of damage off our opponent's tower. So, kind of worth it in my books. And we're not that far behind in elixir, so he's going to go for the RG. And because of that, we're going to go 4 recruits on this side. Unless he's got like wizard or something, this is going to be a pretty tough defense for him to deal with, I think. And of course, we want our hunter. So, he's just going to go for his own hunter. That makes sense. I'm just going to go with the E-Spirit here, just to cycle quicker. Not like it's really going to do anything for us, but, it'll allow our hunter and our recruits to take that out. And we have a bunch of pressure on that left side. E-Spirit's not going to be enough. He's going to go for something like a fisherman. That's still not enough, but that right side took a bunch of damage from that recruit. So all in all, really nice stuff. RG is going to be an interesting one. I'm just going to hang my bomber here because once the fisherman throws, he still needs to, make a hit. But all in all, probably didn't even need it. Let's go recruits here. He does have evil RG, so we got to be really careful here. This is going to hurt a lot. Just is what it is in this case. So I'm hoping to get some damage here. We'll go Hunter, or we'll go with the Goblin Giant here. I know he's got his Fisherman. Oh, he's going to go Hunter. Interesting. Okay. That works too, I guess. That's fine because we're getting a lot of damage on the other side. So we're going to go for E-Spirit here. We're going to go Hunter. I know he's probably just going to pop that ability. Oh, he doesn't even pop the ability. Interesting. Kind of an interesting choice there. We have the Goblin Giant ready, and he's just opting to go for, he's just going for it on that side. So really interesting stuff here. I'm going to go with the Evil Bomber, force him to pop that ability. Going to go Lightning here. Take that out. Oh my gosh, he's opting not to go with the ability. That is a massive mistake there. Absolutely massive mistake on our opponent's end. Wow. He just took all that damage for no reason. Wow, okay, well that's going to be good for us. We're just going to snare him at this point. Snare that monk. Got to take care of that monk first. And that right side tower is getting demolished by the recruits there. I'm just going to go Lightning on this side. Didn't really place it all of that optimal, but good game, well played. Absolutely destroyed that RG deck. Always a nice feeling. Let's get on to another one. All right, next match here. Keeping things rolling. And we'll just hang on here for a second. Barbarrel's great. We're going to drop that on that Ice Spirit. If you don't have Barbarrel for that or the Bomber, you know, definitely go for something like the E-Spirit. Totally fine. I always like to keep my E-Spirit level 14, even though, you know, it won't give you the opportunity to one-shot something like the Goblins, but you'll minimize or you'll at least make it more difficult for your opponent to get King Tower activation. And for me, that's a good enough trade for us, you know, for what it's worth. So we do have arrows, because I think he's going to drop something in the middle. Oh, we'll take that too. We'll go ahead and Lightning this. I think it's that super fast cycle roll Hogs deck. I haven't seen the delivery though. And he's going to drop another cannon. Oh, baby. All right. So I think the way to play this is just to go Goblin Giant here. If anything, he might have his Evil Ice Spirit. I need to take a look. But that's fine. Hunter's going to do a decent enough job, I would say. So he's going to go, yeah, there's that Evil Ice Spirit. Bomber there to clean up the skeletons. I mean, they're only going to have so many things, given that the defense is so thin. But he's able to cycle back, so we'll get a Hunter. We'll probably get 2 Hunter hits, unless he goes for something like a Log. So this will be an interesting matchup. Again, paper-thin defense once you can get past either the cannon or his Evil Ice Spirit. So once you're able to make that happen, if you catch him on a good set of arrows, or you get him out of cycle with his cannon, it would be a really, really good position to be in. So let's just push down the same lane here. We have a massive push. I'm expecting delivery, but we do get a connection to that anyways, so that's going to work out big time for us. And we're going to go arrows here. Yeah, clip that Ice Spirit. Oh, just a little bit too late there. Would have been really nice. I was holding on to it an extra second longer than I probably should have. But we're going to get a lot of damage on both sides. So we'll see what we can do here. We have a pretty decent lead. I don't want to squander it. We'll go Barbarrel for this. Keep our Hunter alive maybe. It would be great. Take out the Evil Ice Spirit, guys. All right, we're going to go Goblin Giant. That Evil Ice Spirit is definitely a make or break in a deck going up, against a deck like this. So we do have Lightning ready. I don't want to go for something too crazy too soon. Let's go Lightning now. Should be able to get right on top of tower. I'm gonna arrows this down. Spear Goblins are on tower, so all we need really here is just a really, really good Lightning, and we'll be in a good position. Hunter's gonna do its job. The E-Spirit's absolutely clutch there. That is not going to break on through, at least in time. So we're just going to go ahead and Lightning this corner here. Yeah, I hit that Ice Spirit, but good game, well played. Demolishing roll Hogs. And that right side tower was down too, so even if we had to get pushed into sudden death, we'd be in a really, really good spot. Good game, well played. Let's get on to it. All right, next match here. Keeping things going, and we can just cycle the E-Spirit. It's level 14. One of the benefits, you know, you can just play it. So it's gonna be Lava Hound. And I'm gonna go Hunter, which seems wild because if he has Balloon, I could be screwed. But I do have Lightning, and I'm banking on him not having Balloon and, you know, and Miner or something like that. So this should keep that Inferno Dragon plenty busy. Next hit should be fine, taking everything out. We're just gonna arrows that down. So he does have Barbarians, but we did get that out of him pretty quickly. So let's go with the E-Spirit here. Everything should be out of cycle in terms of defending our Goblin Giant. He's gonna play pretty aggressively, so keeping us on the defense here. I'm not gonna have enough to just go Goblin Giant, I don't think. That Bomber is definitely gonna get in front of it. So what I'm gonna do is actually, I'm just gonna wait for him to drop something. And I'm gonna go Goblin Giant now. I was expecting him to drop Lava Hound, but it's gonna work out, I think. Yeah, he's only got something like the minions. So I'm just gonna hang out here. We do have recruits, so you know we can buy time against his minions or whatever it may be. Let's go with the recruits here. That Miner, I don't particularly agree with that. Gonna go E-Spirit here. Help the you know, help the recruits out, stay alive longer. We do have Evil Bomber, and that's exactly what I'm gonna choose to use. The recruits get on tower, and that's absolutely amazing stuff. We do have Bar Barrel as well, so that should clean up the Barbarians there. Really, really nice stuff. Putting that right side tower essentially in lightning and arrows range. So we're just gonna go Goblin Giant here though. That's the move, you know, from our opponent to do that. We're gonna go Hunter. We need to protect our Hunter against his Miner, so this is gonna be the push that decides things. So we're gonna go recruits here. We have Lightning, so if we need it, we can definitely pull that out at any given point. He chooses to defend, which is going to be a massive mistake on his part. We should be able to defend this. I'm gonna arrows this down. Yeah, and all in all, that should be game with 20 seconds left. I do have E-Spirit and the Bar Barrel, so that's gonna clean things up. 17 seconds left. There's not much our opponent can do there. And I think that's going to be game. Our opponent can't really do anything. And as you can see, even though we have one air defense card mainly, you know, with the Hunter, you're still able to really, really put a lot of pressure on your opponent. And once he gave up his Barbarians and the Inferno Dragon, that was it. Because once you send the Goblin Giant, you know, they're going to have to cycle real quick. And then that puts him behind on Elixir. And that's just how you're going to have to play this deck against the Lava Hound Balloon. So if you guys enjoyed this video, please like, comment, subscribe for more, and see you next time.